я не помню, что с Джорджем-то?
Ну, знаешь.
President Hamilton is on his way to the Middle East this morning for his scheduled visit with Pakistani President Farouk Salam. The meeting is viewed as an attempt by the U.S. to strengthen relations amidst a surge of anti-American sentiment in the region.
Yo, me ninja brother!
George, good to see you up and about. How you feeling?
Never better, nah? No pain, no more for star while them hunger space eat, and me never ever feel so awake, nah?
That's because your blood sugar levels are being maintained automatically. Beats the hell out of coffee.
Oh! Me been here you go while I got them scone in the base. Why the rasta you not take me with ya, huh?
Damn it, Doc. Sorry, kid. You'd just be in the way.
Aw.
Besides, I thought you didn't want to be a killer, right?
Me don't, but...
Killing isn't fun and games. Remember that.
Чё, он теперь тоже будет в группе поддержки по кодеку?
По-моему, нет.
That's all I needed to hear.
Ну, флешбеки, ПТСР.
It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back.
Yeah, just remember that.
Private, what is this Kenya? You cannot resign.
Sorry, Boris, it's done. Can't have a Maverick employee involved in a corporate raiding now, can we?
You could at least come talk to me.
No. It was time to break away from the old team, Boris. Past time.
You cannot take on Marshall all by yourself.
I won't sit by while they butcher little kids and ship their parts around like meat. It's sick.
It's not all so simple, Ryder. They import those brains legally. For medical purposes, it's all done.
Being legal doesn't make it right.
Ryder,
Hold that thought.
Fuck you, asshole!
Какой-то мост-клон тут начался. Ну да, иди разведывай. Правильно, вся жопа на мне. Чё, в этой главе будем с этим? Мистером никакого секса?
Смотря кого ты имеешь в виду.
Мутона.
Максона, ну может быть.
То ли они идиоты, то ли они идиоты. туда красил постер.
Зондацию надо использовать.
Yes, товарищ.
Да, товарищ. Хорошая концовка.
Да, нормально.
The road is blocked by barricades. We will proceed through the buildings. You will follow me.
Важный курица.
Да. Спасибо. Менять, потому что я сейчас чувствую, что я печально нажимаю. Хотя нет, тогда они будут автоматически использоваться. Давайте мне уже был футнейч. Это был вокал. Требую вокал.
Не будет.
HQ. Requesting the zone be designated for heightened security.
Roger. Upgrading security status.
Someone there?
We intercepted call for backup during your last fight. The caller's position is on your Soliton radar. You can engage if you wish. It is your choice.
Конечно, хочу. Доп. Опыт не помешает.
Your route through Denver has been plotted based on data culled from various security systems. I took the liberty of adding a guidance device to your chassis to ensure you do not stray too far. Handy, eh?
Here comes more of them.
Что-то у вас толпа.
I got another! Not dead yet.
Я не умер. Там реально без рук, без ног был еще живой.
Да.
Один смотался.
What's your status?
They trashed my car. I'll have to go the rest of the way on foot.
Do you really have to do this?
Look, I'm fed up with all of it. Companies like ours, yours, bend the laws when it suits business. Why not bend it when it can save innocent lives?
Raiden.
Boris, listen to me. That VR training, they'll be warped into killing machines. They'll be set on POWs, civilians. It'll be one atrocity after another.
Like what you went through.
We can't have any more Jack the Rippers. You saw what happened with George. I'm doing this, Boris. I have to. I can't save those kids from becoming cyborgs, but I can stop them from becoming murderers.
Say you succeed. Say you get all the brains back. Then what?
Just so happens I know un great cybernetic surgeon.
Doctor. But he cannot...
You won't change my mind, Boris. This is my fight now.
And your wife and son? What of them?
They're in New Zealand. Safe. Rose would understand why I have to do this.
All right, damn you. You do realize Marshall has the contract for law enforcement throughout the city. They are the law in Denver.
Yeah. We've met.
Well then. Officially, Maverick Incorporated condemns you and your actions as unlawful. And a pain in the asshole. Now, increase your codec encryption. Do not worry about the lag.
And unofficially?
I'll do all I can over the codec to help. I do not like what those mudaki are doing any more than you.
Спасибо, товарищ. Спасибо.
Спасибо, товарищ. Спасибо.
Yes, товарищ.
О! Я не ожидал.
Ну вот.
А, все, это разрубить нельзя. Спасибо, товарищ.
Your earlier actions were reckless, Raiden. Not to mention the damage to a perfectly good car.
I knew the risks when I decided to go through with this. Besides, the car was mine. Maverick sold it to me. It's not meant for private use. It was made for ops like this.
Regardless, your approach has proven most antagonistic. You are now a criminal, a public enemy, a police-killing vigilante. Even if your actions reveal World Marshal's designs, you will be unable to avoid legal punishment.
Probably not. But that's a price I'll have to pay. I gotta stop that VR program and get those kids back. I sealed my fate the second I attacked George.
But George is not dead. In fact, he has obtained an even more versatile body than his previous one.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about me. I was a child soldier in Liberia, like Miss Trawl said. I was a mentally deranged child. People feared me, called me Jack the Ripper.
A result of the so-called Sears program.
I thought I'd left it all in the past. But just like that, Jack came roaring back.
This is why you are so driven to terminate the VR training? I understand. I will continue to cooperate.
Copy that.
I trust you do not mind my telling George about you, Raiden.
Could have done without that, Doc. He didn't need to—
Well, there was no reason to My intention was not to It's not as if he can simply—
It's throwing off my emotional balance, Doc.
However do you mean? You did the right thing, did you not? George has the best— It was your quick decision-making that George's body will require regular maintenance, not to mention a replace—
You planning on signing him up with a PMC? Because that's the only—
Oh, you are quite— Just consider it. The power of a machine. I saw a news piece on German TV just the other day about a cyber— Let's not forget about elder care either. One needs great strength to— But it's also very delicate work.
Sounds great. So long as we don't start replacing—
A valid concern, yes.
Yeah. But can't—
Oh, he has His body provides a completely ideal— The only problem would be how to— The issue of student loan debt in the U.S. is thorny and—
Yeah. All this giving them bodies won't be the end of it.
Indeed. On a happier note, though—
I heard what happened, Raiden. I don't know if I can offer much help, but at least I'm still here to save your—
Thanks. If things get—
If worse comes to worse, I'll do it. But we're on an encrypted line, so did you want to save? By the way, what did Boris mean when he said those—
They're not just spare parts. Legally, they have human rights. They aren't covered under the Arms Trade Treaty. They can even—
Adopted?
Not as the law sees it. These are street kids, after all. Most of them— Local mobs gather these—
So you're saying Desperado didn't actually buy—
They're not stupid. The basic idea is that the Mafia has these orphan kids. Now they need treatment. So the Mafia sends—
A World Marshal medical—
One that only exists once the brains cross the border. Next, the plan is to put them into factory bodies and assemble—
Pretty convoluted
If there's a silver lining to all this, you can speed up the VR training process. That training, though.
Jesus, Raiden, this is I mean, I've seen you pull some
You should know me better than that by now.
I thought I did. Look, but there has got to be an alternative to go—
No alternatives, Kev.
Raiden, it's like what you did in Liberia.
Judging by what Sundowner said in Mexico, that scientist called it this—
After ex-President George Sears, a.k.a. Solidus.
Yep. Ironic that kid gets not a happy mem— All the drugs, the non-stop violence—
Raiden!
The next thing I know, I thought it was all in the past.
You didn't have any other choice.
That's not the problem. I lost my cool back there. All I could do was think—
A lot of us would have done the same.
Even if it meant killing George—
He's not dead, though.
Either way, I'm sure maybe they've got it better than me. But they're still going through the
All right. Just...
Sure. Boris, I want to check how raising the codec...
Copy. Reading you 5.
Loud and clear. I'm seeing a reduction in peak power when sending. We're on a...
Da. Frequency hopping...
Copy.
Interference still appears below process gain, too.
I pinged HQ data storage with my tactical...
Хорошо. In that case, it will not affect mission. Our system is just one notch below top. Denver police cannot see we are... All our communication...
Copy that.
Ну, спасибо Борису, конечно.
Да. Махон человек хороший. Я вот тут крайне разговорчивый. Еще и русский.
Да.
Маршал, даже на битке маршал. Все. О. Опять! Уроподобные роботы!
You will find an elevator inside that office. Use it to reach the roof. Traveling atop buildings will minimize enemy encounters.
Зачем мне фоторамка?
Не знаю, прикол какой-то. Коллектабл. Жалко.
Я начинаю получать кайф в боевке. Наконец-то.
Ну да, ты понял механику.
Doc, what's your status?
I am reviewing the pre-flight checklist now. I have hired contractors to handle shipping the brain units. We should be airborne in just a few minutes.
You sure you can pilot that chopper by yourself?
Raiden, of course. Need I remind you that we live in the golden age of unmanned flight? Even manned helicopters possess a robust semi-automatic mode. It is simple, really. So simple that I can continue to monitor your status and world marshal security from the pilot seat. I must say, for the world's largest PMC, their security procedures are quite poor. Quite poor. Sadly, I did not have the necessary permissions to override their plans. Nevertheless, the data I did find should prove most useful. So please, do feel free to contact me whenever you like.
Appreciate it, Doc.
Well, it's not every day one has the chance to collect so many brains. Think of the data, the research. Oh, and of course, your personal safety was a concern as well.
Это вместо коробки стальная бочка?
Да.
HQ, we could use some support. Roger that.
Я не знаю, что я сделал, но это так и надо было.
Here comes another attack.
Ой, двое. Я даже не помню, что в этом месте есть вертолет.
Random casualty, is that it? Yeah.
You cannot proceed any further via the rooftops. There is a freight railroad underground. The elevator ahead will take you to it.
Whoa, the elevator's offline.
Surely you realize how to proceed. You are familiar with Newton's law of universal gravitation? Count the wire, and the car will fall.
Помог.
This must be the railroad.
It would appear so. Likely part of Denver's old system. This city was a major transport hub in the early years of freight trains. This particular line appears to have been abandoned some time ago. It was originally constructed to transport supplies to an underground factory. But now, it seems even the electrical system is no longer
Пойдет эта
functioning.
хрень, которая голографический интерфейс. Он должен хорошо освещать эти потемки.
Но у него есть это вот, как оно, как у Бэтмена, короче, да, вот эта штука. Это Денвер такой долгий уровень, если задуматься.
They still have not noticed you. Do not expose yourself.
Да ты повернулся прям в этот момент, молодец. О.
Это отсылка на финальную битву с Армстронгом была сейчас.
Очень похож. Сейчас немножко камера закумарила.
Камеры, да. Ну, она здесь еще относительно нормальная.
Серьезно, он это реагировал? Все, скотина, меня так просто не уйдешь. Воу! Тебе рот вперед приема.
There is a maintenance shaft up ahead. Use it to return to the surface.
Так, а это что? Просто ходили.
Да, да. В игре есть такие челы, но я не знаю для чего и зачем. Я думал, это какие-то секретики, пасхалочки, еще что-то, но я за несколько прохождений так и не понял вообще, что это и к чему.
Слушай, царь, ты пьян, ты меня ведешь в какие-то, блин,
Security is heavy, but you need not worry about collateral damage when engaging the enemy.
About time. Finally, I can cut loose.
Proceed to the right from the exit. You will find a stairway on your right. Those stairs lead to a shortcut to World Marshal Headquarters. Do not be distracted by the advertisements. You are not here as a tourist.
Sure. I'll just buy a quick souvenir or two for Rose, and that'll be it.
Raiden, we must hurry.
Remind me to teach you about sarcasm sometime.
I understand your attempts at humor. I simply do not find them entertaining.
Ну база же.
Ну база, да.
Попробуем ему сейчас еще поговорить. Может, что-то скажет интересно. Но самое интересное будет после разговора с Сэмом, по-моему.
I am setting goal markers on your Soliton radar. Use them to follow me through this area.
Good boy.
I will ignore the condescension and take that as a compliment. You are welcome.
You're welcome, Paul.
Right. You have almost reached World Marshal Headquarters.
Коробку взять тоже.
Ну, довольно-таки, да.
It appears there are enemies on the overpass. I suggest cutting the road supports. That should bring it down.
Ёб твою мать.
Enemy ahead, Raiden! Avoid fighting if you can.
Нафига мне боя избегать? Ну прикол то, что я буду боя избегать. В игре, где надо всех резать.
Просто. Прикольно ты их решил, кстати.
the next objective marker.
Не зря я пугаю.
The stock LQ-84 Fenrir, unable to speak. A real dog has a far greater intellect.
Бля, батя, отвали.
Jetstream, Sam.
I heard you drop the lab director in half. Old habits die hard, eh, Jack? But now here you are, the child soldier, fighting for the children. Please, what do you really expect to accomplish here? Play savior to a bunch of brains? And what? Earn a medal? Think about it, Jack. But you're a man on a mission, aren't you? Gonna fix everything. Just you and your little sword there. Solve everything with violence. Is that it?
My sword is a means to an end. To protect those you'd prey on.
Really? Let me ask you. All those cyborgs you've killed up to now, maybe they weren't kids, but they were people. You ever think about them? When you're chopping them into hamburger?
They're adults. They made their choice.
Sure they're adults. Sure they signed up for this. Right on the dotted line of their BMC contract. Usually they're no strangers to war. In fact, many times they already lost a limb or two. Many times they were out of work and starving on the street. So yes, they sign up for surgery to fight God knows where. How else would you provide for your family when your country's embroiled in civil war? Pain receptors shut down, pumped full of fear-inhibiting nanomachines and sent right into the blender? Your blender? But they made their choice, right? Open your eye and see, Raiden.
I've seen plenty.
Then listen. Those battlefield emotions that the nanos suppress. Listen to them.
What are you talking about?
Shh.
There he is! Kill him!
Can we take him?
What's wrong?
The way he killed all the others? Oh God. Please God, don't let me die.
Let's do this!
This isn't fair.
Little punk!
Listen closely now.
Die!
ain't shit!
Goddamn IED took my legs. I needed a job.
Stop! I didn't know what I was signing up for.
Is something the matter, Raiden?
I've nearly saved enough to bring Mama to the States.
Finish him off!
Whatever it takes to be free of this torture.
Stop it!
What am I even fighting for?
Get off!
And for this,
nice try!
what is for these guys?
Батя, прекрати. А то не разрешу голым по дому ходить. Да, Тони?
Разрешу все равно.
Raiden, are you injured?
I thought they had a choice. A fair choice. Not like you.
People are different.
As opposed to AIs? You're all the same, huh? You and your brothers. Manipulating mankind for our own good.
It appears my statement has upset you. I apologize.
No, it's... I know you're right.
As for AIs, we adapt as we learn. Just as any intellect operates, man or machine, altering the course of mankind is not among my defined directives.
I guess that's a relief.
Samuel's behavior does not match established parameters.
You know him?
Affirmative. We served together on 3 previous missions. He proved most capable.
You think highly of him?
I have always found him dependable. Until now. Scouting data for the next area. I'll patrol ahead. You follow. Raiden, your current emotional state appears highly volatile. I am sure you do not intend to abort the mission, but I suggest you avoid combat for the time being.
Попробуй сейчас позвонить кому-нибудь.
Raiden, you appear to be suffering significant mental and emotional confusion. On the surface, you believe your cause for killing cyborgs is just. But deep inside, some part of you does not accept it. Some part of you does not truly believe in your sword of justice. It has lowered your effectiveness in the field.
I know. But if I just throw all that away, I'll...
Do you wish to abort the mission?
No. I'm the only hope those kids have got.
You have an important decision to make, Raiden. And soon. For now, it would be best if you avoided combat altogether.
Yeah, I think you're right. Doc, what did Sam do to them?
Well, many cyborg soldiers' emotions are regulated by nanomachine-controlled drug doses and electric stimuli. It sustains the subject's confidence while suppressing fear, anxiety, any emotions detrimental to mission performance, really. I suspect that Desperado also uses it to boost the aggressiveness of their employees. Once, SOP nanomachines were used to control all PMC contractors, not just cyborgs in this way. These days, you can control cyborgs with far more accuracy than ever before. You are connecting directly to their central nervous and control systems after all.
I know all of that, but how could I hear it?
Emotions can be suppressed in part purely by chemical interaction. This is done by administering dopamine, using beta blockers, cutting off the reabsorption of serotonin. However, emotions are one way in which the brain reacts to the impulses sent from the nervous system. These impulses come in many forms. For example, external information from visual and oral sensors, or input from the somatosensory system and from one's own consciousness. The changes in intraneural balance, the innervation potential, and consciousness that result, these things are what we generally refer. In recent years, it's become possible. The latest research I've seen has been most in the cut-off consciousness generates it.
The cut-off consciousness?
Well, in an intense combat.
Yeah, that does happen.
Most likely, the consciousness is inherently experiments using fun. In any case, while if I had to guess, World Marshal has
That's crazy.
Well, judging by your current state, I'd say scientists do not engage in pure. They are curious, locating funding for pure.
Raiden, are you okay? Sam sure plays dirty.
No, he's right. The cyborgs who signed on with Desperado and no one put a gun to their heads, but they were screwed.
Still...
I knew all that, but I guess I was just kidding myself, though.
Still, there's nothing you could have done for them, but those children...
I'll get them back.
Raiden, I just wish I could do more.
It's all right, Cole. Sometimes just...
I should probably save your day. All right, safe. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Raiden?
Yeah. They knew it. Maybe life backed him into a corner.
Exactly. A contractor's always bound. Those cops are...
That. And they're actively helping Sundown. Having a bit of regret doesn't make...
Yeah. They had to, even if they didn't. It does...
Yeah.
Raiden?
I don't have time to think of...
Roger that.
Raiden, you knew those cyborgs signed up for this. What?
Don't you get it, Boris? I thought you of all people might understand. I thought you knew what it means to take a life. Not an easy thing to put into... What about when the Soviets invaded Afghanistan?
Duh, because Comrade Brezhnev, men don't like killing their own kin. But when you really believe in someone or something, your cause is just, Raiden.
I'm trying, but... Christ.
Yes.
Мне нравится, как они сидят там, грубо говоря, победители в одном и том же месте все. И по очереди каждому названивает Райден, они такие: так, одну и ту же фразу он нам говорит, надо по-разному реагировать на нее, давайте зададим план, напишем текст и решим, кто что говорит.
Ну, они в соответствии с персонажами, да. Кстати, я только сейчас задумался, что тут потом будет девчонка, похожая на медвежонок. Конечно, не такая шебутная, но типа тоже там техник.
Коробку я не могу использовать.
Нет.
А как мне через этого чувака пройти? А, он ходит.
Ну ты в случае чего, я даю совет, просто иди к точке и все.
О, сейчас будет мусончик.
Да.
Мусончик, лаксончик.
Блин, у них знак World Marshal, как будто черепашка. Ну это
может Мафону не главное. Он говорит, там дочка в корпорацию, там вот это вот все.
Ну, Армстронг в каком-то смысле Махон, только очень такой харизматичный.
А, теперь надо убивать.
Ну, пытайся, да. Бля, идет.
I know, Jack. I know.
Батя, Снайдер, не надо.
Not so black and white now, is it? Is your cause just? Or is that just what you tell yourself? Fuck you! How pleased you are to chop away, Jack the Ripper. My name is Monsoon, of the Winds of Destruction. Yeah.
Тупо Акио Мураками. В его словах есть буквы.
В его словах есть буквы. Я понизил громкость, после того, как я повысил на схватке с Мистер Эль. Я слышу, что там часто нас перебивает звук.
Окей.
So tell me, who saves the weak from the man who saves the weak?
You're the ones exploiting them. You take advantage of their weakness. Of course they get hurt when you set them up as your human shield.
Kill or be killed, Jack. Phnom Penh taught me that. Yes, you aren't the only one to grow up on the killing fields. War is a cruel parent, but an effective teacher. Its final lesson is carved deep in my psyche. That this world and all its people are diseased. Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We're all pawns, controlled by something greater. Memes.
Ролевые игры.
Мем.
Ролевые игры — это миф.
They are the culture. They are everything we pass on. Expose someone to anger long enough, they will learn to hate. They become a carrier. Envy, greed, despair, all memes, all passed along. How about
Все мемы передаются от одного к другому.
You can't fight nature, Jack. Wind blows, rain falls, and the strong prey upon the weak. Ugh. Sam tells me you see your weapon as a tool. Something that saves lives, a means of justice. Now there's a pretty meme. Exquisite. It spared you the burden of all the lives you've taken. Absolved you of guilt when you enjoyed it. That is until the illusion was broken. Don't be ashamed. It's only nature running its course. You have no choices to make, nothing to answer for. You can die with a clear conscience.
You're right. About me, I mean. I knew something was off. After the Patriots, I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life. But here I am, surrounded by death, arguing philosophy with terrorists. I told myself this was about justice, about protecting the weak, but I was wrong.
Then you admit it.
I learned young that killing your enemies felt good. Really good. In America, my friends, my family, they helped me forget the devil inside. But who am I kidding? I was born to kill! The bit about my sword, that means of justice stuff, I guess I needed something to keep the Ripper in check when I was knee-deep in bodies.
You?
But you, all this, is a wake-up call to what I really believe, what I really am.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Jack is back. Doctor, turn off my pain inhibitors.
What? This is madness. You
do it.
All right.
Когда бахнул энергетика.
Да.
This is why I fight. This is my normal, my nature.
You've lost your mind.
Who's next?
I'll take this dance. No, Sam. Report back to the chief. He's mine.
Не дали деду подраться.
You're the boss. I
Обидно.
misjudged you. You are like us after all.
Now you're just being nasty. That nickname you love so much. Wanna know how I got it? Actually, why don't I give you a demonstration? I think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
О,
Fear the unseen much, Jack?
Forget it!
This one's on me!
не охерел ли?
I have won this. Forget it. I'm too weak.
Да ты вообще задрался. Ты охерел, чувак? А!
Бля.
А чё меня там остановило?
Ну, с него падают вон по бокам все.
You lost this one.
Да, давай еще, конечно, конечно. Ты задрал. Я встать не могу. Где он?
Развалился. Да, я думал уже все.
Какой-то он прям душный.
Да, есть такое. Это еще с ним нормально.
В каком плане нормально?
Ну не знаю, по скорости. Я смотрю, как ты с ним дерешься, нормально. Могло быть хуже.
Ты чё, офигел? Чувак, который я смотрел когда-то прохождение, там до него не было. Или было? Это, наверное, сюжетное. А, да,
ну, вообще-то, да, скрипт.
Я чуть не помню, что он в колонну кидал. Первый провал за все время. Да я что-то это вообще не на ту кнопку нажал. Просто как-то X на клавиатуре, я бы не сказал, что удобно расположен для нажатия.
Ну да.
Don't be ashamed. It's only nature running its course. Your memes end.
Твои мемы закончились здесь. Я сохранил одну в себе.
I'm fine, Kevin. Relax. I'll get the brains. I don't want this for anyone else.
All right, man.
Да он там в KFC уже успел сходить, судя по тому, как выглядит. Сидел все время, наблюдал за Райденом, как он дерется, курочку из KFC кушает.
Конечно. Они там долго сидят.